ton of new exciting upcoming games have had new details, so let's get into it right away. Exekiller is an upcoming first-person action-adventure game set in a post-apocalyptic world where a cataclysmic event has turned Earth into a scorched wasteland. 87% of you watching this video aren't subscribed, which is crazy. Click that button right now and you'll be blessed with a ton of new games. In this gritty, retro-futuristic future, you play as Denzel Phoenix, a bounty hunter employed by the powerful Helion Corporation. With society fractured and lawlessness rampant, you roam the devastated urban sprawls and dusty wastelands, deciding who lives, who dies, and who gets a second chance, all based on your choices. The game emphasizes freedom of decision, offering semi-open world exploration, impactful dialogue trees, and multiple narrative outcomes depending on how you choose to navigate the ruins of civilization. Recent updates have shed light on a slew of new features that expand both the gameplay and world building of Exekiller. Players will now explore places like the King Hotel, a once luxurious Brooklyn landmark now repurposed as the base for the ruthless Blind Justice gang. This decaying stronghold tells a visual story of the fall of society, from opulence to desperation. On the outskirts, Staten Island emerges as another explorable zone filled with atmospheric ruins and environmental storytelling. Enemy threats are evolving too, with the introduction of armed drones and automated turrets adding new layers of danger to traversal and stealth. On the gear side, players will get access to Sparky, a repurposed tech tool originally meant for repairs but now essential for survival. In terms of combat, new animations and takedown mechanics bring a brutal, cinematic edge to every encounter. The team has also focused on enhancing realism across the board, with motion captured animations, expressive NPC reactions, and newly textured gear and outfits like rugged outlaw coats that reflect the game's harsh world.
Money for blood, that's peculiar profession.
Sometimes I kill for money. Sometimes I kill for justice.
Your next target, Johnny the Wireman, wanted alive, paid double. Last seen somewhere in Jacobstown area. hell of a business.
Ay, look, you smart little brother, don't get spun. You know I love you, I'm still praying for my day ones. You know I'm busy, I'm still joking till the day's done. She said she love me, only love me when the money comes. Smoking heavy, mama always told me quit, son. I'm at work, that's what calling for a 2-in-1. Got a pass, roll the line or else I'm losing funds. And everybody wanna shine, but I'm not everyone. Feel like I'm done living my life, I'm on the second one. She can never be my wife, and she for everyone. Just keep it real with me and pop it for me like a gun. I made a lot and lost a lot and sold that rollie on. I'm learning lessons, counting blessings, I don't wanna front. Like older God, I pay it forward, tell my fellas hunt. They'll never love you like you love you on your bad days. They'll leave you hungry when you're starving, get a fat plate. Yeah, we still joking, we still patting through the sad phase. Don't snake the thing like Auntie Louie, it's a mad place. I'm doing me, I don't ever care what they say. I hit it first, I don't ever move like Ray J. I make it work, I ain't trying to wait for payday.
Next up, we have Industria 2, which at its core is an upcoming narrative-driven first-person shooter adventure developed by Blake Mill and published by Head Up. Serving as the sequel to the original Industria, the game continues the story of Nora, who finds herself stranded in a parallel dimension years after the events of the prequel. Isolated on a desolate island, Nora constructs a machine to return to her home dimension of 1989 East Berlin. However, unforeseen consequences pull her back into the heart of the artificial intelligence, a TLAS, compelling her to confront her past involvement in its creation. In a recent developer update, Blake Mill delved into the game's evolving enemies and environmental art. Drawing inspiration from titles like Half-Life, Alyx, the team is refining their environment art workflows to create immersive and detailed settings. The new details also highlighted the design process of new enemies, emphasizing the importance of crafting memorable adversaries that enhance the narrative experience. Every enemy will feel alive, dangerous, and organic. They're not just mindless robots running around and getting stuck on the levels. They all have some kind of routine and are human-like. The game is expected to feature immersive gameplay with physics-based interactions, crafting, and a diegetic inventory system that grounds the gameplay in its environments. Players will embark on a hero's journey, encountering memorable characters and progressing through a touching story set in a unique world where industrial decay meets sprawling machine structures. The game will offer upgradable weapons with various attachments, intense firefights with vivid machine oil spilling and body dismemberment, and a compact indie experience crafted by a passionate small team. Cinematic audio with full voiceover, dynamic music, and detailed sound design will be merged together by real-time audio reflection through WIs. Next-gen visuals will be powered by Unreal Engine 5's fully dynamic lighting engine, Lumen. Next up, we have WARDOGS. Even though we do not have any footage of the game yet, a big reveal is indeed coming soon, and I'm really excited for it. I think we might have a sleeper hit with this one. WARDOGS, developed by Bulkhead, which are the creators of Battalion 1944, is an ambitious upcoming first-person shooter that seeks to revolutionize large-scale combat experiences. Drawing inspiration from classic titles like Battlefield 2, WARDOGS aims to deliver a dynamic 100-player battlefield where 3 teams vie for control over land, sea, and air. This expansive scale necessitates strategic planning, coordination, and tactical prowess reminiscent of the epic battles that define the Battlefield series. It seems they literally want this game to be a Battlefield competitor. Bulkhead's commitment to crafting a game that honors the essence of traditional FPS gameplay has definitely been seen in their design choices. In an interview discussing their previous project, producer at Bulkhead expressed a desire to recapture the feel of classic shooters from the mid-2000s. He noted a trend in modern FPS games moving towards automated actions and scripted sequences which can detract from player agency. Bremer emphasized the importance of one-to-one movement mechanics, where player actions directly correspond to in-game movements, enhancing immersion and control. This philosophy will influence WARDOGS, ensuring that players experience a responsive and engaging combat system, and I'm excited to see it.
I hope This will be our last journey and bring us richness and freedom. But what's the value of human freedom if it's to face hell?
Yeah, I got this. I'm coming. I need help.
Where are you?
Coming.
It's here.
What is this thing?
Oh, no.
It scared me.
I'm sure they're about to attack.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, what's this?
What the hell? Yeah, crazy.
I'm coming to help. I need backup too.
Guys, I'm lost. Where are you? Oh, not again. You can't hear it.
Why did you do that?
Sorry.
A couple of months ago, I couldn't even imagine that I would end up here, and all this would happen to me. This freaking island can wipe out all of humanity, and I'm here to make things right.
Next up, we have Outbreak Island, which is a massive open-world horror survival game that has made an absolute ton of progress the past months and is looking better and better by the day. The developers are incorporating new gameplay features, new survival elements, new vehicles, weapons, a bigger story, and more. The game is currently slated to release sometime in 2025.
I hope there's finally something fresh on the menu tonight. Here we go. Let there be light. And here come the first customers. Enjoy your meal. So, how do I start my day on the island? Just like any other normal person does. I love the smell of the forest in the morning. Nothing invigorates you better than a jog in the fresh air. Living my best life. On my way, I stop for groceries. A hearty and balanced breakfast is the foundation of a productive day. Usually, the selection is not too diverse, but sometimes you come across real delicacies. By the way, I cook breakfast for myself. I have to improvise, but it always turns out finger-licking good. Afterwards, I drive to work. You have no idea how wonderful life is without traffic jams. There, I do my routine stuff. Trying my best not to get into any trouble. Finally, I'm home. You know, this is the only place where I truly feel safe. Sometimes I overdo it a bit, and then I need a small repair on myself. My insurance is expired, but the service here is not the best either. The day is coming to an end, and my faithful yellow friend and I are heading out to grab dinner. And here we are. The next link in this crazy food chain. Who's next?
この海に住む翼を持つ者たち、お前はその同胞として生を受けた。難しく考えるな。知識の海に触れるだけでいい。そうすればお前は我々と一つになれる。まだ生きる意志はあるか？
あなたは
私か？何者でもない。知識の海は破壊され、同胞は皆殺しにされた。お前に使命を与える。そのために救ったのだ。お前には奴を追ってもらう。いや、正確には奴が狙っているもの。感じるか？この水に混ざる周期、そして振動。
水が震えている。
何かが潜んでいる。気を引き締めろ。気をつけろ。これ以上ないほど危険な相手だ。なんだこれは。この海に飛び立ち、
the creators of Blight Survival. What we're showcasing here is the directional combat system.
Blight Survival just received a ton of new details, including its official description and much more. At its core, this game is an upcoming 4-player co-op action horror roguelite set in an alternate fictional 14th century Europe, a time of war, plague, and undead horror. While the locations are not directly based on real-world places, they draw heavy inspiration from the architecture and landscapes of medieval Europe. The game's world is ravaged by a supernatural plague known as the Blight, which reanimates the dead and warps the very land itself. Players take on the role of mercenaries who venture into a dangerous no man's land between two warring kingdoms to scavenge for supplies, fight off grotesque horrors, and survive long enough to extract with their loot. The main campaign is expected to take around 25 hours to complete, but the real fun doesn't stop there. Even after finishing the main path, the world remains open, and the game offers endless replayability. Each session will play out differently, with dynamic elements such as changing enemy placements, spawn points, and environmental conditions. These ever-evolving elements make each run unpredictable, ensuring that no two playthroughs feel the same. Players will return to their central camp between missions, a hub where friendly NPCs can be found, gear is managed, and strategies are formed. Whether you team up with friends or use matchmaking to join other players online, Blight promises a fresh challenge each time. In their latest development update, the team behind Blight Survival shared some exciting insights into the game's combat system. The developers are focusing on creating a combat experience that feels both authentic and satisfying. The melee combat is designed to be responsive and grounded, requiring players to think carefully about positioning, timing, and technique rather than relying on simple button mashing. Each weapon in the game is crafted with distinct stats, animations, and combat styles, ensuring that every weapon feels meaningful and unique. The devs emphasize the importance of directional combat, where the way you approach each fight can make all the difference. Through their motion capture process and animation refinements, the team is working hard to ensure that every swing, strike, and block feels weighty and impactful. While the combat is accessible to new players, there's a deep layer of mastery for those who want to perfect their skills. With the original two-person team now expanded into a larger studio in collaboration with Behavior, the development scale has grown significantly, but the creative vision remains the same: to deliver a brutal, immersive co-op experience set in a dark medieval world plagued by the horrors of the Blight. The game continues to evolve, and with every update it's becoming clearer that Blight Survival will offer a deeply engaging experience, blending strategy, survival, and intense combat in a world that's as dangerous as it is beautiful.
Get off him. What, you think he's got blight? Sometimes it's harder to spot, yeah? Gets in your veins first. Clogs